students, today we are going to continue our chapter which we are basic analytical techniques. Up till now we have discussed up till crystallization, distillation and fractional distillation. We have also discussed solvent extraction. Now today we are going to discuss about chromatographic techniques. What are chromatographic techniques? Chromatographic techniques are very important techniques for analyzing raw materials, finished products, because lot of medicines we are manufacturing, they want 100% purity. If the medicine is not 100% pure, it will not be effective. So what is chromatography? I will discuss with you. First, chromatography is an important technique extensively used to separate the mixture into the components, to purify the compounds, and also the test of purity of the compound. You must have observed nowadays, lot of nations were claiming that they have made COVID-19 vaccine, but only 4 were approved because other vaccines were not as pure as demanded by the patients. So that we come to know by this process of chromatography. Chromatography is a basic word, Greek word called chroma. Chroma means color. Since the method was used for the separation of the colored substance found in the plants, with this technique of mixture is applied to the stationary phase and mobile phase. In stationary phase, it will be either solid or liquid. A pure solvent and a mixture of solvent or a gas is allowed to move slowly over the stationary phase. The compounds of the mixture get gradually separated from one another, and the moving phase is called mobile phase, based on the stationary phase involved. Chromatography is classified into 2 phases. One is adsorption chromatography, the other is partition chromatography. In stationary phase means what? What do you mean by stationary phase? Stationary phase is the one that remains fixed in the column. It will always remain fixed in the column, which is called chromatographic column. And on the basis of this stationary phase, the chromatography is further divided into adsorption chromatography, partition chromatography. Absorption chromatography is based on the principle of difference in absorption. It is further classified into column chromatography. This involves separation of components over a column of a stationary phase. Thin layer chromatography. This involves thin layer of absorption silica gel over the aluminum spread over the glass plate. Now partition chromatography. Here the stationary phase and the mobile phase both are liquids. Separation of the components take place by the continuous differential partition of the component between the stationary phase and mobile phase. So up till now you understood this. Now we go further to adsorption chromatography. Adsorption chromatography is a technique based on the fact that different compounds are adsorbed on the adsorption to the different extent of the stationary phase. Commonly used adsorption are silica gel and alumina. Silica gel means sand. We are manufacturing silica gel from the sand particles, and alumina also is from the ore state. When the mobile phase is allowed to move into the stationary phase, adsorption of the components mixture move by varying distances over the stationary phase. Following are the 2 types of chromatographic techniques based on the principles of the different adsorption. Column chromatography involves separation of the components of the column of the absorption stationary phase packed in a glass tube. The column is fitted with a stopcock at the lower end. The mixture of the absorption is placed on the top of the absorption column packed in a glass tube, and appropriate coolant, which is a liquid or a mixture of liquid, is allowed to flow down the column slowly depending upon the degree to which the compounds are adsorbed. Complete separation takes place most readily. The adsorption substance are retained near top and the others come down to various distance in the column. Now we discuss about thin layer chromatography. Thin layer chromatography, TLC, is another type of absorption chromatography. Separation of the substance or mixture over the thin layer of the absorbed coated on a glass plate. A thin layer 0.2 mm thick of the adsorbed silica gel or alumina is sprayed over the glass plate of a suitable size. The plate is known as thin layer chromatographic plate or chromoplate. This is also called in short form TLC. TLC means thin layer chromatography. Now if you are very smart enough to do this skill very efficiently, you will be absorbed in a job with any pharmaceutical industry which pays you well. So here, in referring to the diagram, column chromatography, mixture of compound A, B, C, and adsorption stationary phase is there. There is a glass wool also in the down, and this is like a burette type column. You can imagine. It will separate in the form of A, B, and C, right? A separate, B separate, and C separate. So this technique of separation is called TLC. Okay, thin layer chromatography and developed chromatography. Now the solution of the mixture to be separated is applied on a small spot of 2 centimeters and above end of the TLC plate. The glass plate is then placed in a closed jar containing the eluent. As the eluent rises up the plate, the component of the mixture move up along with the eluent to different substances depending on the degree of adsorption and separation takes place. The spots which are colored compounds are visible on the TLC plate due to the original color of the spots of the colorless compounds which are invisible to eyes but fluorescent in ultraviolet light. It can be detected by putting the plate under ultraviolet light. Another detection technique is to place the plate is covered jar containing few crystals of the iodine. Spot of the compounds which absorb iodine will show up the brown spots. Sometimes an appropriate reagent may also be sprayed in the plate. For example, amino acid may be detected by spraying the plate with 9-hydrine solution. This is also known as spraying agent. So this is a jar. Refer figure 3.8 TLC and developed chromatography. Jar we have kept it up. Adsorption coated on glass plate sample is placed inside the solvent and solvent is placed inside the baseline. So we get developed chromatography will come in the form of solvent will be above front, spot will be in between, and baseline will come like this. The distance x is also plotted, y distance is also plotted on the line. Now column chromatography is based on the principle of differential extraction. The differential exponent of the mixtures get absorbed on the stationary phase to the different extent. The most stationary phase, the most strongly absorbed component is retained on the column and others move down the resulting in the form of bands. How do you visualize the colorless compound after the separation of TLC and paper chromatography? If the components are not colored but they have a property of fluorescence, they can be visualized under UV light, or the plate can be kept in the chambers containing few iodine crystals. Amino acids are visualized by spraying the plate with a solution ninhydrine, a spraying agent. Now what is the difference between TLC and paper chromatography techniques? TLC normally use silica or aluminum as a stationary phase, where paper chromatography normally uses uses paper. The bands of paint in TLC are sharper and further spaced out than paper chromatography. TLC requires less time and gives best results, but in needs of the polar solvent, where paper chromatography needs less polar solvent. Now we come to the another point, that is partition chromatography. Partition chromatography is based on the continuous differential partition of the components of the mixtures between stationary phase and mobile phase. The paper chromatography is a type of promotion chromatography. In paper chromatography, a special quality paper known as Wortmann paper number 1 is used. Chromatography paper contains water trapped in it, which acts as a stationary phase. A strip of chromatographic paper spotted on the base with a solution of the mixture is suspended in a suitable solvent. The mixture of solvent, this solvent acts as a mobile phase. The mobile phase rises up the paper by capillary action and flows over the spot. The paper selectively retains the different components according to the selective portion between the two phases. The paper strip developed is known as chromatogram. So what is a chromatogram? The paper strip developed on this phase is known as chromatogram. Okay. Retention factor. Now it's very important. Retention factor RF. RF means distance travelled by solute from the baseline to the distance travelled by the solvent from the baseline. Retention factor R. What do I mean by retention factor? RF. Migration of the solute relatively to the solvent in front gives an idea about the relative retention of the solute on the stationary phase. This is termed as RF of the solute. The spots are separated. Colorless compound may be observed either by the use of the appropriate spray reagent as discussed in the thin layer chromatography. This is a diagram you can follow. This diagram you can follow and you will be able to understand better what do I mean by RF. So this diagram will tell you that RF is nothing but RF is distance travelled by the solute from the baseline upon distance travelled by the solvent from the baseline. So this gives us the retention factor. So we will now revise further what we studied today and also for the last lectures we have done. Again and again, these following points you have to remember for this chapter, basic analytical techniques. Point number 1, basic techniques are used for the analysis of the chemical substance. Methods of purification of the compounds depends upon the difference in their physical properties. For purification of solids, how it is done? A solid substance may contain two types of impurities. Some soluble in the same solvent and insoluble in the same solvent. Insoluble impurities, they are separated by filtration. When the filtration is carried out using a vacuum pump, it is called as the filtration under suction. Usual funnel is fitted with a conical flask and rubber cork. Crystallization, the process of obtaining solid in a pure and crystalline form from its solution is known as crystallization. The process includes preparation of the saturated solution, hot filtration and cooling the filtrate, and filtration followed by drying and cooling of crystals. Now fractional crystallization also we have taught you. It is based on difference in solubilities of the two soluble substances. The two solutes are added with a hot solvent to form saturated solution, which on filtration, cooling, washing with the solvent and drying form a pure substance. Distillation, it is for liquids having difference in their boiling point. It is used to separate volatile liquid from the non-volatile impurities. It is of two types. Simple distillation, it is used for liquids which boil without atmospheric decomposition. Fractional distillation, it is used for liquids with less difference in their boiling point. Distillation under reduced pressure, it is used for liquids with high boiling point or those which decompose with the heating or purified by the process. Under reduced pressure, solvent extraction, it is a technique based on the difference in solubilities of the organic substance in the two phases. The organic liquid should be immiscible with water and form two layers. If the solid is less soluble in organic phase, it is called continuous extraction process. It helps in cleaning the separation in various compounds under reduced pressure. Solvent extraction. Again, I will make you remember solvent extraction process mainly used in edible oil industry. The oil which we are eating is called edible oil. It may be sunflower oil, or groundnut oil or any other oil. It is a technique based on a difference in the solubilities of the organic substance in two phases. The organic liquid should be immiscible with water and form two layers. If the solid is less soluble in organic phase, it is called continuous extraction process. It helps in clean separation in a very short time. Chromatographic techniques, it is a technique used to separate component mixture on emitting power and to purify the compound. It has two phases, stationary and mobile. Absorption chromatography is based on the principle of absorption. Column chromatography, it has two phases, stationary phase and mobile phase. Mixture is dissolved in small amount of solvent and loaded at the top of the absorption column, that is fractionating column. Most strongly absorbed component is retained on the column and other moves down, up and down on the branch. The component which is less strongly absorbed is absorbed first and vice versa. Thin layer chromatography which is discussed now is also called TLC. The stationary phase is called silica, gel or alumina over the glass plate. The mobile phase rises up the components of the mixture, moves the different substances depending upon the degree of the absorption and gets separated. If the components are colored, they appear as a colored spot in the plate. If the components are not colored, can be visualized under UV lights or the plate is kept in the chamber with the iodine to give brown color. Retention factor RF. RF is the distance travelled by the solute from the baseline to the distance travelled by solvent from the baseline. So this is all the chapter. Only now little portion I will discuss with you what is partition chromatography. The partition chromatography, the stationary phase can be solid or liquid. Example, salt, alumina, silica gel. If the spotting of the mixture is not done above the level of the mobile phase, then the mixture will get completely submerged. Now when the mobile phase moves up and up due to the capillary action, it takes different component of the mixture up the different height and there is separation between them. What is stationary phase? Stationary phase, the paper it is a paper chromatography as a strip of the paper which are placed in solvent. The stationary phase remains fixed in the column. So this was the analytical, basic analytical techniques. If you have got any doubt, you can contact me. My name is Lala Sir, Bharat College. So little bit more we can discuss. Little bit more we can also discuss about how to find concentration of the solution. The concentration of the solution is mass percent, mole fraction